All right, welcome to the Scope on Muzzle podcast Extravaganza episode in, where are we?
Norway.
All right, we are in Norway. It's 2023. We are in Norway, and this is a trip with 3 people in total. And we have I have 2 guests on a physical couch, because this is a
Physical place.
A physical place, a real recording. And the guests are, let's start from left to right. My left.
Your left?
My left.
Hello, it's me, Tortinha.
All right, and the other person is?
I'm Valen. I've been on the podcast before, here and there.
Quite a bit.
Yeah. We are here in Norway. It's very rainy right now.
All
it's
right.
not. Not right now.
Not right now.
Yeah, not
It's
at the moment.
rainy on Lillehammer.
Doxed.
A bunch of floods going on there. Yeah, we
it's
actually got to experience like the rough waters, but we'll go into that later. Yeah, can we do a very small introduction of each person, so people that don't know you guys can know what you are about? So like your age, what you do as a hobby, like your work, and then we go into some other topics. So again, left to right.
Well, I am 27. I work at an IT consultant and then a bank. My hobbies.
Mm-hmm.
I play like plenty of games, VR, Dota. I don't know. Oh, I've been playing a lot of Dead by Daylight lately. I am a dog trainer as well.
Yeah, you told me about that. All right, so that's Tortinha. Then the next one we have is Val.
It's moi, and I'm currently in between jobs. So if anyone out there that's listening to the podcast needs someone to come and be a little emotional support, maybe
You're a psychiatrist?
Maybe you need to be carried in Counter-Strike.
Did you have a change of career, Valen, that I didn't know of?
Well, I'm trying my luck in different fields. Honestly, like I'm having a career change, or not necessarily a career change, but I'm in between jobs, so I might want to try something new. Something I haven't done before. Maybe it's more fulfilling than what I previously did, which was mainly Linux server administration and maintenance, and a little bit of networking.
Exciting stuff.
Yeah, and like in my spare time, I play some airsoft. I do snowboarding, play video games, of course.
That's kind of hard to get a career in those fields, those things, Valen.
There aren't many airsofting
careers.
No, there aren't really at all.
So. Trainer.
Yeah.
Tortinha's like a dog trainer. I don't know. Well, that's not your career, but.
Well, yeah, I do volunteer jobs like at hospitals because like my dogs are trained like to like go into hospitals and like visit like sick people.
They make humans happy, your dogs. That's their job.
Yeah, but like at the same time, like they do therapy as well.
Like they sit down and they're like,
Yeah,
Make the weird
it's like
noises.
more of a like
social.
yeah,
maybe.
social like if it's someone sick, like some sort of like psychiatry or something like that, like some sort of like social thing. We get the dogs like to interact with the people.
Yeah.
And we have some behaviors like the dogs know like how like to interact with them, that the humans like first contact with them is a bit different.
Well, the dogs can like see if a human is sad, right?
Exactly.
Yeah.
Like they can feel like
Emotion.
it's all like energy related.
Mm-hmm. All right. Well, speaking of energy, we did need to expend a lot of energy, or not expend, use up a lot of energy to get here, or at least some people did.
Yeah.
Could we talk about how we got here? So,
Let's
I can start maybe
Let's start
with
with you.
It's on by myself.
Yeah.
So I drove all the way from the Netherlands to Belgium because at my old apartment I had to pick up a charger, which I didn't have. So there's a little detour.
You started going the wrong way.
Yeah, I started going the wrong way. And then after that, I drove all the way up to Denmark. I got a hotel there. And then I slept there. Then the next day I went to use a ferry from Denmark to Norway. And then I drove to Oslo to pick up Tortinha at the airport. And yeah, I've done it all by car. I've driven, like the first day was like 10 hours of driving, like 900 kilometers. And the second day was, I don't know, like 400, something like that. 400 or 500.
Yeah, from Denmark to the ferry, off the ferry to Oslo.
Yes, exactly. Yeah. Which is, well, I woke up at like 4 or like 3 a.m. to leave because driving at night is like way chiller. Yeah, you just put up some tunes, some banging tunes. You do drive into well, it was still dark, but you drive into the sunset basically, and that's
sunrise.
Sunrise, yes, exactly. And that's a very nice experience. Also wakes you up very well, so you can keep going for longer, and you don't have to deal with a lot of traffic. So
yeah, have you ever driven at night and like listened to some sort of cyberpunk music? Like you're driving in the night and you're like,
oh, like vaporwave. Or
yeah. Some sort of synth wave kind of.
Yeah, I have done that. Yes.
And you feel like you're in a video game.
Yeah, it's a nice experience. But yeah, along the way, I didn't get much sleep the day before because we had like a little Discord call to discuss like what our plan was and where to go. And then I was like, oh, well, actually, maybe I should then start packing right now, and we're gonna leave in like 4 or 5 hours.
I was sort of amazed when we ended that Discord call. Like it was a couple of days before we were actually meeting up, and both you and Tortinha were like, "Yeah, I'm gonna start packing and start traveling now." I'm like, "Whoa,
yep.
Like right now is that?"
Yes,
it means you're gonna be on the road for a couple of days in total, both of you.
Yeah, my mom was quite mad because like you don't know what you're doing before you actually go. Like
no, you just ordered the plane.
Like the day before was like, oh, I just like know what I'm doing now.
Yeah,
like, and now I'm gonna start packing. Like I know like the weather and I know what I'm doing. Like she got really mad and was like, "This is really irresponsible of you." Like.
Well, you already got the destination set like months prior, right?
Yeah, right. But like, I didn't know like if I should like put like
swimwear,
like a coat, like a thicker coat, like
some hiking shoes.
Yeah,
hiking shoes. That would have been nice. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like no, I don't need hiking shoes.
No, not at all.
No, well,
like running shoes.
We'll
special equipment, you know.
That's bad planning on our part, but we'll get back to that.
Yeah, exactly. So how did you get here, Tortinha?
So I got into a plane to Germany, and it was an 11-hour flight. Then I waited for 3 hours.
Layover.
Yeah. Then I went to Stockholm. It was like a 4.5 I think something like that. 4 hours or 3 hours, something like that. Then I got into a plane again to Oslo, like Stockholm to Oslo, and it was
very short.
A 1 hour flight.
And then you got picked up.
Yeah, I got picked up at the airport. Then went to the hotel and just died.
Yes.
Well, how many hours of continuous traveling did you experience?
So I got at the airport like 3 hours before because like it was an international flight and you need like to go for security.
That's recommended.
Yeah. So probably like 36 hours total. There was like
36 hours. It's more than like a whole day. Just being on the run. Not really on the run, but
yeah, like I sat on the plane, watched some movies, and slept.
Yeah, did you get much sleep on the plane?
Yeah,
you can sleep anywhere.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
we have experience.
Yeah. Like
We have
we're gonna
noticed.
talk about that later. But like, I am a person who can sleep anywhere.
Yep. Which can be useful sometimes. And sometimes it's, well,
It's a blessing and a curse.
yeah.
Yeah.
Well, luckily she didn't fall asleep behind the wheel, but could have happened, you know. I was a bit worried,
Yeah, we
trying to keep her awake.
No, I'm conscious on the wheel. Like I didn't fall asleep.
No, she didn't.
luckily.
Yeah,
We're still here.
alive. Yeah, we're still alive. Yeah, exactly.
Tortinha, are you awake? Are you there?
Are you mentally there and you're just blankly staring out in the
No,
abyss?
no,
Yeah.
that did not happen.
It didn't.
I would honestly, I would not be very secure or feel secure if I would like fall asleep while you're behind the wheel. Like Valen's also asleep. Like there's no one there to keep you awake. I would be scared. So I was like, I was just awake the entire time. And there were moments where you're like almost swerved into like a railing, just like looking off on the sides, like, oh, look at the cows.
Because I
And then
was
it's like, oh,
distracted by like the things on the road.
Horses
Yes.
and cows and shit.
Yeah,
Yes,
by the wildlife.
animals.
Yes.
And it's not the wildlife; it's like the farm life. Let's say.
Yeah. Well, you don't really see that much in Brazil, do you?
Not where I live. If I go like on like the
Outskirts. Like
yeah,
the more
do, yeah.
rural places.
but what I like, we have like different breeds of like animals. That's what I find like nice.
Yeah, there's different farm animals in
Yeah.
Brazil than there is here.
Mm-hmm. All right. Well, the next thing we were going to discuss.
Well, aren't
is
you
actually-
going to ask me how I got here?
Oh yeah. Well, so Valen is the Norwegian guy. How did he get to? Well, we met up in Oslo.
Yeah.
So, how did you get there?
Well, I got to Norway from my mom.
Yeah.
I spawned there.
Yeah. Bomb location.
Yeah, it's and then I took a car down to Oslo and met up with Scope and Tortinha in Oslo, and we transferred all of the camping equipment that we thought we were gonna use into Scope's car, and then I thought it was just a bad decision to drive 3 people in 2 cars. It would be very boring for me to be in a car
Alone.
all alone. Yeah, it would be very boring. So I drove the car back, and then I took the train down, and then Scope picked me up, and we had all of the stuff, and the road trip could finally begin on like
Yep.
day 2 for you guys, because you had
Yeah.
one night in Oslo before I arrived.
Well,
But
day
also,
3, I guess.
you stayed in traffic like for a few hours.
Yeah, there was 3 traffic accidents on the way there with my car, which was insane. And there was road work, so I was stuck in traffic for 2 hours, and I could do nothing but just complain to Scope and Tortinha on Discord about how the bad traffic was.
Are you gonna try and eat during?
No. I was asleep while you were complaining through Scope
Yeah,
about the
it was
traffic.
just Scope. No. You were also asleep when I arrived at the AirB&B that you were staying at. Which is going to be a reoccurring theme. Tortinha being asleep.
It sure is, yeah. No, yeah. So you were born in Norway, so you didn't take.
So he
that long for you.
waited 25 years.
Yeah, I
Yes.
actually my
Yeah.
my travel.
Since you spawned from your mom.
Yeah, I waited 25 years for this event to happen. And,
Yes, you planned it all
finally
out.
Came to fruition.
Yep. All right. Well, I think that's what a good way to end the section of like how we got here. But what did we all expect from the trip before we, started it? So maybe starting with Valen this time.
Yeah.
What did you expect?
I
happen?
expected to take you guys on
A magical journey.
through the lands of Norway.
Yes.
And all of its wonders. Show you a little bit of things that you won't see in your daily life, because there's a lot of nature, there's a lot of beautiful scenery.
Sheep on the road.
There is also sheep on the road, and they are not afraid of the cars. They will stand in
They
the middle
don't
of the road.
fucking care,
No,
yeah.
they don't give a shit. So I expected to show you some beautiful things, and also take you through some of the things that I do in my daily life, like I showed you around where I grew up, and in the city that I go out in every day when I'm just buying groceries, which it's been really fun for me to be able to do that. To be like, hey, this is where I do this. This is where I do that. Because we've gotten to know each other so well through the years of internet, just talking, playing games, and it's just to show you guys, like, this is where I'm from, this is my culture, and this is what we do when we're on vacation.
Yeah.
And that was my expectations. How about you, Tortinha? What did you expect?
I expect it to be colder.
Yeah. Well, that's kind of also what you promised. Like, I should bring like a sweater at least, in case it gets cold and stuff.
Yeah, like
which I did pack, but
I
wool
never
socks.
used.
Well, I also expected us to do more camping outside.
Yeah, fair.
And in the evenings and the night, it does get cold. And if we were sitting outside right now, we would not be comfortable in just our hoodies and our pants. Like, we would have to have some sort of wool to keep the warmth through the night. But luckily, we didn't have to camp outside.
Yeah, but like since I came like from a tropical country, like I thought your summer would like be colder than like our summer. And I brought like more warm clothes, but in the end I didn't use them at all. Like, they're literally packed in my bag, like unused.
I also packed warm clothes for both of you. So I packed warm clothes for 3 people that weren't used at all. We've been a little bit lucky with the weather, like somewhat.
Yeah. It's really sunny. That's nice.
So we do have summer here as well.
Yeah.
Proper summer. We can be outside and we can do summer stuff. Yeah. How about you, Scope? What did you expect from...
Well, so normally I'm the one that organizes a lot of events or things, but with these kind of IRL ones, like even the Amsterdam one, I just backed off because I don't want to also manage these things. I want to just see what happens and then just experience it.
Yeah.
We didn't even know the program, like we said, like a couple days prior, or like the day before we started packing, what we're exactly gonna do, and some things even were a secret until we. The day itself started.
Yeah. Just
which was nice.
Keeping you a little on your toes.
Yep. And then it's like, you have to bring swimwear and just make sure, bring a towel and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And we did, and it was pleasantly surprising. So I just went in blind, and I was like, I'm just going to let the current take me, which has happened as well during the trip. Good way to put it.
Literally speaking.
Yeah, literally. But yeah, I think that's a good way to of like the things that we expected.
Yeah.
One thing I did not expect, prior to like the planning that we did, is the flooding. Like, there was some flooding that went on, and I even got my dad and my parents scared because they're like, "Oh, you're gonna be there sleeping in Norway, and there's gonna be like a bunch of floods. Like, your bed's gonna be."
Your house is gonna be taken by the water.
Yes, and your car is gonna be gone, and like, oh yeah, that sounds really bad. And you look at like the news, and like, they kind of overplay it. Yeah, of course, what is happening. But we did see flooding. It was calm though. Like, you just see like, oh, well, there's a mall. There's a bunch of water there, or we see some water in the river that like is like way higher than normal, and some roads even got like blocked off.
They get close because they get destroyed by the water. Water is surprisingly corrosive to human inventions like roads and buildings. If they get underwater, there's a surprising amount of damage that is being done. And it was fun to take you to, especially to my town, where the entire shopping mall is just underwater. It was fun to show you like, we're kind of in the middle of a huge natural disaster that hasn't happened for 20 years.
Yeah, but people in the town didn't seem to really care. Like, there were some roads, there was like a stream going through, and this was now like, because of flooding, like way wider and like wilder. Yeah. Like a bunch of fucking waters like rushing down the streets. And everyone is just doing their day to day. It's like, oh yeah, I'm just gonna grab some coffee at the cafe, and then like nothing happened.
Yeah.
I just have to make a small detour to go to a thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
People bust out their water jets to go through the drive-through. Yeah, we're prepared for this. No
yeah.
problem.
Apparently. No, but I would expect like a lot of more like crisis and like people yelling or like
riots in the street, being like, stop the water.
Buying toilet paper, like, oh my God.
We're all gonna die.
This is the end, but no.
Buy a bunch of canned food at a grocery store or something. Like, no, none of this happened because the flooding it is pretty big, but
it's not detrimental to everyday life.
Yeah, exactly. So that was interesting to see, but we should actually tell the audience a quick rundown of the activities we've done so far. So just to name a few, to give them a bit of an idea of what we have done during the trip.
Yeah, well, we started off in Oslo, and we went probably to the best summer place to go to. We went straight south to a place called Tønsberg.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'm gonna leave the pronunciations to you, by the way.
Yeah, I'm gonna
butcher them all.
And there's a lot of ös and as and ås, which you don't have. You ain't got the ä, ö, å. And we stayed at like a caravan kind of thing. And we went and bought local seafood, fresh from the ocean. We went to the beach.
But surprisingly, your mom was.
You ate that?
You ate it like raw crab?
Yeah.
Like you?
But the thing is,
we just bought the crab, by the way. You didn't actually go like fishing and then like murder the crab. It was only pre-murdered.
Yeah, we didn't like. No animals or no crabs were hurt by us.
Yeah, exactly. Yes, during this recording and during this trip. So far.
We might do some crab genocide later.
Yeah.
Who knows?
No.
No, but it was surprisingly good. And I didn't used to like crab, but I've gotten a little more refined taste in my later years. And almost it was more funny to feed the seagulls with the crabs than it was to eat them ourselves. Me and Tortinha is like big animal lovers, so both of us like threw it to the seagulls, and they were like baby seagulls as well. They were really happy, and then we did not get left alone by the fucking seagulls. They were swarming around us, being like, more.
Yeah, it kept making noises.
But they make it different. Like the baby seagulls made a different sounds. Like than the adult ones.
You want to try and imitate it?
Like the adults were. No. The adult ones looked like they were laughing, like.
Yeah.
But like the baby ones were like
cheeping,
like
beep,
beep, beep, beep.
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember. It's way cuter.
Yeah, and then we went to the beach afterwards because we were sitting at like some rocks. And we actually swam in the Norwegian waters, like the ocean waters.
Yeah, which was really cold.
It was
doable.
It was doable.
It was.
Well, we had to force you out.
We had to force Tortinha in the water.
I think it was about like 15 degrees on the water.
It could be.
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah, something like that.
But there was children bathing there. Like they were literally
Norwegian children.
Yeah, they were bathing, and we were like, well, if children can do it, so can we.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
and so we did.
And
it worked out, and we're still alive, and we didn't get the hypothermia or anything. So no cramps during swimming. So
no food poisoning from the crabs.
Poisoning. Yeah, not from the crabs.
Maybe from the river.
Maybe from the river that I drank from.
Yeah. Actually, wasn't it the next day?
Yeah, we went straight from this place called Tønsberg to a place called Kristiansand, which we were just staying there, so we didn't have to drive for 8 hours in one day. We drove for
I've already done that. It's not fun.
It's not a very pleasant experience,
especially with multiple people in the car.
Yeah,
I agree.
So we took like a pit stop in Tønsberg where we arrived in the evening and we stayed at the Airbnb, and we were just off the next day at early in the morning. And at that Airbnb, when we arrived, there was like this limousine that was there and just blasting music. I wish we took a picture of that, but we didn't.
No.
You were asleep, so yeah. You didn't see it.
We only took pictures of Tortinha being asleep. So
No,
that we
sorry.
did.
Do you know why I was asleep? Because like we drove like for 6 hours and they like
This was the day before.
This was
the
earlier.
day, the day after.
Don't throw us on the bus yet. You can do it later.
Wasn't it?
Are you talking about us being men?
Yeah, about like their talk, like
That
about cars for 6 hours.
Yeah, this was another.
Majority.
It was
Later.
another day. It was the day after. Because
it was the day after, right?
yeah,
Yes.
because we were just sleeping. It was when we were watching Cyberpunk in the Airbnb. This is the place we're talking about now.
Oh yeah. Then we went to a really active place at night, which everyone was
It was, like,
partying
big
and like
nightlife.
vomiting on the streets.
Yeah, there was a guy.
Because, no. Like me and Scope, like we had the window open on the Airbnb, and we heard everyone vomiting on the street. It was terrible. Like we couldn't sleep.
I didn't even focus on that. I was just trying to sleep. I was like, okay,
No,
whatever.
I
City
heard
life
everyone.
is happening.
I heard everyone.
Yeah.
It was terrible.
She told me, it's like, can you please close the window because I hear like someone's puking twice. And I'm like, okay.
No, not twice, like multiple times.
Okay,
The guy was like, I was like, oh.
Oh, that's funny. Well, the Airbnb was it was advertised as being very central. So I thought,
It was.
In the middle of like the
It
party.
was in the middle of everything, and I thought, it's so nice because if we want to go out and have like a beer at the pub or something, or go clubbing or whatever we wanted to do, it could be nice. But we arrived so late, and we were going up so early that there was no time to do that.
No.
And yeah, there was a guy vomiting when we were exiting the car as well. Like there was
yeah,
he was
and in
sitting
front of
outside
us,
the row
yeah.
being like, oh, and his friends came over like, yeah, you're right.
and like the side of the Airbnb because we could heard it as well.
Yeah. Okay.
Well, there's even people that got so drunk that the next morning they were still fucked up. Where we even got a dash cam video of like a guy in front of us. Like we were pulling up to like a intersection.
Oh yeah.
We went to a left, and there was just this guy in front of us, and he just like took the turn way too short, like, and he just hit the curb, and he hit a sign on the way, and he just didn't give a fuck. he just hit it, and it's like, okay, well, whatever. I'm just gonna keep going.
And we were blinking at him with our lights as well, being like,
Yeah.
you should probably stop and check this out.
Yeah, check the damage. There's a little piece of his the body panels that like
It kept flapping in the
flapping
wind.
in the wind. Yeah, insane.
And they just didn't care. They were
No,
like, I'm hungover as shit. I just need
Just want to get home.
I just want
Oh,
to get home.
Whatever damage it is. Yeah,
That's probably the most expensive night out that person has had in a while.
yeah, probably.
So the reason we went up so early the next day is because we're going to this beautiful, magnificent place called Preikestolen. And it's called Preikestolen because it looks like a chair. Like it's like a rock that is completely...
I didn't see any chairs there, Valen.
Well, the thing is, if you like zoom out, like you remember I told you about the trolls being turned to being really huge, and if the sunlight hits them, they turn to stone.
Folklore.
Yeah. And for those trolls that are massive, the cliff that we were at, they could probably sit down on it in a chair.
Yeah.
Oh.
Which is why it's called Preikestolen, I assume.
Made the whole story up. I don't know.
I don't know, but no, I know. I'm from here.
Yeah, you should know. Yeah.
But I thought it was a 2-hour hike where you use 1 hour to get up and 1 hour to get down, because it should be like that's a 2-hour hike. But it turns out it was 2 hour one way. It was 2 hours to get up and also 2 hours to get down. So it's a 4-hour hike. And in our plan, we're driving from this place that we just stayed at, the where everyone was puking left, right, and center, to this natural wonder. And we're driving for like 3.5 hours to get there. And it's like midday, 1 o'clock when we get there. And we start the hike and we're starting to realize that, this is a lot longer to walk.
And a lot more demanding. It was not like just walking.
No, it was very vertical.
Yeah, it was very steep.
A bunch of stone chips.
Honestly, we should have had like a proper breakfast.
I think the breakfast was the problem.
We did have a proper breakfast.
Like,
we had
more
bread.
like because like
at the AirB&B, yeah.
Yeah, no, because like we ate like some breads like we usually do.
This is what I eat for breakfast. That is breakfast.
No. But we started the hike at like 11, but we were like at the middle, like we didn't have lunch or anything. Like we were in the middle of it.
We probably should have had lunch first. I think so. Yeah.
Yeah, and like we didn't eat anything at it.
I did bring peanuts.
You did bring peanuts, but the thing is, I'm allergic to peanuts, and I was like, "Are you gonna make me die at the hike? Like either like by demanding my body to move, or either by eating the peanuts."
You choose your own death. At least.
Yeah, that was like my options there.
Yeah.
And I guess I wasn't the one who were prepared for the hike, and it was really demanding for me.
It was,
and like, I got really tired by like the halfway through it, and like by like I think it was like 200 meters, like almost at the end of like the top, it started like fucking storming. Like
It's windy.
It was windy. It was raining.
Raining as well, yeah.
It was like God was like, you shouldn't come here.
Yes.
Yeah.
So we
were waiting for some boss music to start playing.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. And the mountains to start moving. And just the guy, this massive ass 1,000 meters tall statue just coming in, and you're gonna fight this guy
like a titan. Yeah.
Yeah, and we did seek shelter when it was on the worst part of the storm. We were like seeking shelter in this one cabin, like this one little hut we could find, and I think someone on the other side of this hut like took a shit or something.
No, like someone like urinated probably somewhere nearby or whatever.
Yeah. So we're like sitting down, hunkering up, and then suddenly it's like, oh, this smells bad.
Yeah,
the hut was really simple, honestly. It was just like literally
some benches.
Some wooden benches.
Yeah.
It was like nothing complex.
It was called an emergency shack, is what it was called. I'm guessing if people...
Well, someone had an emergency and used that shack, definitely.
They didn't have like a proper bathroom, so like maybe the guy with the shit.
Yeah, but of all the places...
Got a shit here.
Of all the places you could have gone to done your deed, why would you do it there when there's like, people sitting in
There's 15 people huddled around the shack.
Well, because the shack, like, it's like a hid place.
It's a hit place?
A hit place.
Like, if you go, like, behind the shack, like, no one will see you taking a shit.
But there's, like, bushes and trees and whatever everywhere.
Go behind the rock.
Yeah.
Like, there looked like it was pretty,
maybe it was
like,
a girl.
No trees, right?
It was a girl who didn't,
Yeah.
They had to, like, sit down.
Yeah.
Hold their boyfriend's hand.
Morgan would keep looking at her taking a shit.
Very romantic.
No. But like where the hut like was, they didn't have any big trees. That's the thing.
No.
Yeah,
it was like only rocks. Yeah.
You get to a point when you're hiking in the mountains where the trees stop growing because the oxygen is so thin. So there isn't really any good hiding spots.
So maybe like they saw the hut and was like, is this the only place
my time is now?
Yeah.
Yep.
That might have been the case. Well, I got very scared when we started walking on the wooden, the man-made parts. It was like some stairs and some guardrails.
Yeah, near the end at the top.
Yes, and it was very high up, and I am a little afraid of heights.
Yeah, I should have said that before we started hiking.
That it was... I didn't think it would be that scary.
That wasn't as scary for me, but
Well, I was mortified.
yes. Yeah, well, especially because of the wind, like it was blowing on us like really hard, like sometimes hard to stand up. And yeah, you're just like want to maybe see like over the edge, or like you'll be very close to the edge, and like, well, hopefully I don't get blown off, but usually you got blown into the mountain, like into the rocks of it.
Yeah, it was very rarely that there was coming wind from out of the mountainside, which makes sense.
Yeah, exactly.
Like it was either like parallel to it or like directly into it. But there was one spot where there was just this little rock that was probably 1 meter by 1 meter that we had to like cross to get over there. Do you remember this place? Where there was like this, you had to like, I was really clambering to the side of the mountain.
Yeah, it was a very narrow path.
Yeah, it was
going,
extremely
up
narrow.
to the cliff.
And it was just like a rock, and it was slanted like towards the edge as well. So it just felt very scary to me.
Mm-hmm.
Like if I slip on the slippery rock here, I'm gonna die, 100%. I'm just fucking dead, which scares me. I'm not very good with that.
And then Valen proceeded right after to take some photos at the top of the cliff and then T-pose.
Yeah.
No,
And
he
he
didn't
almost lost
T-pose.
his
Did you T-pose?
I T-posed.
Yeah, that was my idea. My idea was to do a little funny VR chat meme, just T-pose at the top of the cliff. I was like, oh, look what I'm doing.
Mm.
And then Valen decided to do the same thing on like a stone, like a rock. He was standing on top of it. He's like posing a bunch of stuff, and he had a cap on, and he got his cap blown off.
Oh yeah, that's true.
It blew off, and we actually captured it on like a live photo.
Yeah, we have a little clip of it,
which is it's very funny because you can. I'm so surprised. I'm like thinking my hat is doing what I don't want to do, which is falling off the cliff and dying.
Yeah.
And there was this guy.
But like it fell really close to you.
Yeah, and there was this guy. Well, I helped to. I took some pictures of Scope and Tortinha. They went out on the rock, which I was like, no, I'm not going out there. That's crazy.
Did he like your pictures?
I don't know. I didn't ask. I didn't care.
Wow.
He just wanted to survive.
Yeah, I was mortified. I was like, shaking the camera. No, I took some pictures of them, and he was like, "Oh, your cap's there." Like, oh, thanks. So there was a positive thing coming out of my good deed of taking pictures of this stranger at this natural wonder. But yeah, I'm a little surprised that you held up a lot better than me when we got up there. You were like walking out there. You even like
I got
scooted
like to
out.
the edge.
Yeah, you did.
Yeah.
While I was standing mostly by the mountainside.
I got surprised by the little dog. The little white dog.
Oh, yeah.
I thought he was gonna like fly over.
I think if there was a particularly strong gust of wind and it wasn't on a leash, he could have just flown
Yeah, if
away.
he wasn't on a leash, I really think he would have flown off.
Oh. Just to try and visualize how strong this wind was, you could lean into the wind, like with your body weight. You could literally...
When you T-posed, you're leaning on like the wind.
I was like Michael Jackson fucking leaning forward. Which that really caught me by surprise.
Take a picture of that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Will be really good.
Next time.
Yeah. Well, I don't think Tortinha, she's maybe gonna come with like a cable car or something, or like a helicopter.
Oh, I would have enjoyed that.
Yeah.
I'm actually surprised like during that entire hike, because I'm not that active of a person, but I just don't care. I just don't complain. So I just went along, and there was even like a small little section. We did a little race to go up the rocks. Well, and I was like fast to the top of Valen, and just like started race, like going really fast, like jumping, skipping over the rocks and
just
stuff.
As long steps as possible. We were sprinting up like a stone staircase.
Yeah, we went really fast. Yeah.
And the funny thing is, I
almost died. No.
Yeah.
Well, I almost fell. I almost fell over while like near the end. And then, I was going up, and I'm like, I said like fastest up, but like where do we stop?
Yeah, when is the top?
When have we?
And there's like 2 kilometers to the top.
Yeah, exactly.
I got really angry at that.
Because we left you?
No, because like it looked easy for you.
Well,
Like-
we were a little
Well,
bored, and there was people running. Like there was this race that was happening
I was
on
really
this
tired.
on this mountain trail. There was this race where people
But like
people
they were
were
professional.
running. Yeah, they were professional, but they were running up and down, and we're like walking, and we're like a little tired. Tortinha is extremely tired.
Now my feet hurt.
I felt like 3 times.
Yeah, you fell 3 times.
Yeah, but you didn't see.
I
No.
mean, like you slid, right?
No, like I felt 3 times.
Uh,
And I got 2 blisters on like my feet.
next time you will only get 1.
Get better shoes next time.
I did get very
Well, it was this race going on with people running up and down the mountain, and me and Scope probably got a little inspired, and he was like, "Yeah, let's have a race."
Let's have a race. And I
No,
was
no, no.
like,
I was surprised at like the amount of energy I had while going up, because we had to like go up a bit, and then I was going pretty fast, and just look back and it's like, waiting for Tortinha each
and
time.
I was like so mad because like my legs are short and then they were racing and so happy. And I was like, oh my god.
We were laughing, and Scope.
I had fun.
Yeah, Scope tripped up.
I was so angry.
Like he stumbled, and
Yeah, I
I
stumbled, yeah.
saw Scope's life flash before my eyes.
I didn't see it. I noticed it. I'm like, well, I'm trying to try and recover, and luckily I did.
You did,
Yeah.
and we were
didn't fall.
going full speed. Like,
Yeah, that was
we started
insane.
off kind of like jogging,
Yep.
and then
That's
we both went faster and faster because I wanted to get in front of you,
Yeah, I noticed.
and you kept speeding up.
Yes.
So we were at one point we were booking it up there,
Yep.
and then we got tired too.
Yeah, no, yeah, that's the whole thing. It's like I got so much energy up to that point, and then I was like, you know what? I have a lot of energy. Let's race to the top. And then we did. We did like a couple meters or whatever. And then after that, I was like, okay, fuck. Now I feel tired. Now I know exactly what you felt like.
There you go.
Oh, yeah, just to equal out.
Yeah, exactly.
Equal the playing field, and yeah, we went up, took some beautiful pictures, and we went down again, and we kind of got a breath of fresh air at the top, quite literally because it was so fucking windy.
Yeah.
But also because we got a little bit of a break, and we kind of feel like we achieved the goal, which was getting to this beautiful place.
Yeah.
So on the way down, it was a little bit of a rise in the mood for a third of the way. And on the way down, we met this, or we see people, and there's like you exchange a few words here and there, like, oh, care for the wind, or you hear someone talking Dutch, for example, and if you're Dutch, you're like,
Represent.
yeah, exactly. You're gonna be like saying some cool Dutch slang, for example, to them. But when we're like halfway, we passed the place where me and Scope raced, and it's about halfway there, and
We're halfway there.
yeah,
Oh, I hate that.
yeah.
They said like multiple times, oh, we almost halfway through that. And like
And then we
they
weren't.
said that like, I don't know, 7 times. Like, and like
We still had, like
we
400 meters
didn't
to
reach halfway
go
through
halfway. Yeah.
that. Yeah. And anyways, I was happy like that we done like the whole
Even
thing.
We were taking a piss. Yeah.
Even when we were halfway up, we said, "Oh, we're almost halfway there." Even though we're like a fourth of the way there because we need to go
Yeah.
back. And then when we were at the top, we also said, "Oh, now we're halfway."
Yeah.
And on the way down, like when we're halfway down, we're like, "Oh, we're halfway there." Like we were always
Yeah, since
halfway
you
there.
talked, like
Halfway of
that
everything.
many times when we were on the way back, we met a couple and the guy said the same thing. Oh, we halfway through there.
Yeah.
No.
And he was
No,
not.
he didn't say that. But
Yeah, no, the
No,
girl
he-
was complaining. We
the girl
got
was
deja vu
complaining. Yeah,
from
we
when
got
we
deja
went
vu.
up there, and you
Yeah.
were complaining. And there was this British guy, like, no, this is right up here. This is the top. And me,
That's true,
and
that's true.
I think I said it. I was like, yeah, no, bro, it's a long way up.
Yeah.
this
you're
is
almost halfway there.
Oh yeah,
And
that's when you went and said it again.
Yeah,
Yep.
and the girl that was walking up with her boyfriend or whatever was like, "Are you fucking serious?"
Yeah. What? We're not there yet? Yeah.
And
The guy said, "Oh, this
He
is
was-
the top."
Thanks, bro.
yeah, and he was like pissed off at us, like, thanks a fucking lot. Now she's pissed off.
Yep. Yeah, that was great.
Oh, well, I could relate to his situation.
Oh no,
so-
I need to say something
Yeah.
because like Valen has no sense of direction.
This is
Yeah,
not
it's
true.
pretty bad.
Well, I have a sense of direction. I just can't pinpoint exactly.
Like we are in Norway, like we thought we could trust him like with the directions, and every time like he take us to the wrong place. Like, oh wait, maybe it's not here. Maybe you need to go back. And it's like, oh no, no. Like I
Yep.
need to maybe you need to like go somewhere else. And like all the way through this hiking, we thought we were going in the wrong place because everyone was going down and we
didn't-
were the only ones going up.
But later we saw we weren't, you know. It took a while
It
to
took
find
a
other
while.
people that were also going up, but
But there was
it was
this.
a legitimate path.
Yeah, there was probably 200 people who
But,
we
uh,
passed going down when we were going
Yep.
up, and we did not see a single other person
No,
going
yeah,
up.
that's true.
It might be the time of day. I saw a bunch of buses there, so maybe all the buses
yeah.
came at the same time, and they were all at the top at the same time, and they were just going down. There was also this place and this time at the park where I lost my car, or the car park. We
Exactly.
parked there.
When we
Oh,
went
yeah.
on Oslo, right?
Yeah, we were in
We
the
went to the park.
Frognerparken,
Yeah.
which is it's an interesting park with a bunch of interesting art.
And he said, maybe this is the way to the parking lot.
No, I said this is definitely the way to the parking lot, and then I said I don't know where we are.
Yeah, then
No,
he
you-
was going like to the opposite direction.
You have to do like the streamer thing where you're always like overconfident about yourself. It's like,
Yeah.
no, this is definitely the way. And then, you know, when you go wrong, it's like, okay, wait, no. Now I know it. Now this is the way. And then you keep doing that until eventually you're wrong. Or you're right.
You're right. You're gonna get there.
So don't trust Valen on direction.
Trust me a little bit. I have a general sense of direction. You know, we're here.
True.
That is true.
Because
Well,
of the
mostly
GPS.
because of like Google
Because
Maps.
of
and
the-
Waze.
No. Mostly me.
Right.
Having the right address on Google Maps.
hmm
Yeah.
Well, to
No.
go back, so the what did we do after the hiking?
Well, we were trying to do a little bit of damage control with Tortinha's temper and mood.
Yeah, we did. Yeah,
It's like immediately after, because the down part was not fun for her. Me and Scope, we were
I'm fine.
we were chatting and
That's
fucking
fun.
prancing around. We even met like a hacky sack man. It was like a guy with like a beard that was just there giving people directions. It was very weird.
Yep.
And when we
Took a
get
photo with him.
yeah, we did take a photo with him. And when we got down, we went straight to the car and started driving towards our next destination, which was your
Which
place.
I decided.
It was my place. No, yeah, well, we were going towards my place, and on the way, we were supposed to go camping
Camping.
We were
outside,
supposed to go camping.
but you know
The little someone was salty
True.
that she couldn't shower and like everything.
yeah, and the shoes were dirty and no clean socks, and yeah, it was a whole.
I was really salty.
plethora.
Yes, you
I
were.
assumed that. Like I assumed
You even
mistakes.
apologized the next day.
Yeah.
Like
Well, you were turbo salty.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. Like I was really tired.
Yeah.
And like really dirty. And, like I cannot take camping.
And I was like, yes, let's go outside and camp for one more day.
Yeah. And then then I went like on
Silent mode.
No,
She
no.
went on like ghosting mode.
yeah, I went on like silent mode, like angry silent
She
mode.
muted herself.
Yeah.
IRL.
And I went on like the bookings website, and I went and reserved like a really nice hotel. And I said to myself, I'm staying like in the room alone. And I
Yes,
said,
it's like, I
you
deserve
two are
this.
sleeping together.
Yeah. And on that car ride to the place it took probably 4.5 to 5 hours.
Yeah, it was pretty long.
And I got to try out Scope's car, which is a fucking awesome car, by the way.
It needs a bit of work, but it's
It
fun.
feels great to drive, at least.
The
compared
brakes
to
are a
my-
bit sharp, but you know that's how that's on the list.
Yeah, well, your car's never gonna be done.
No.
Like it's never gonna
Any car, bro. It's just
any car is never gonna be done.
The gremlins are everywhere.
Yeah. And we were driving for 4 or 5 hours, and we feel that we saw a lot of sheep, and we're like just talking about this and that. And the next day,
Tortinha was in the back with like a mask.
We thought she was sleeping.
Yeah, you had a mask on.
Yeah, I put my mask on. I slept for like half of the trip. Then I was like passive, just hearing you talk.
You muted herself.
Yeah, I muted myself.
She was salty.
Yep.
I was salty, but like I wasn't like toxic, like talking to you.
No, not at all.
Yeah. Then I have like a alone time at the hotel. Like I had like a relaxing time at the shower. Like I booked like nice room, like for both, like for all of us.
It was nice rooms.
Would be funny if you booked like a really shitty room for us,
Yeah,
and then like a grand suite
I was
for
so
yourself.
salty.
You know?
Like I
messaged the hotel staff. Like, do you have like
the shittiest room?
No,
like,
just like they can sleep in the kitchen or something.
And for me, like a bathtub, like a
with rose petals on it already.
But yeah, like it was like a really nice like bed, and like I slept vertically on the bed.
The beds were really nice. One funny thing, when we came to the hotel room, and Scope tried turning on all the lights. And he's like, "Ooh, this light over here. This is like you had to turn it on."
Yeah.
And I'm like, "Oh, that's strange. That's weird." You had to like hold the base of the light and just turn the cone.
Yeah, like twisting in an actual bulb.
Yeah, and we later found out that it was just loose. So we were literally like
fixing it,
twisting out the bulb to turn it off and then on.
And I found some socks in the room as well, some free socks.
Yeah,
like in the corner.
Socks?
Yeah,
Haukeli Hotel. They got some free socks. Go there.
Room 218.
218. Yeah, 218.
Okay. Damn.
And we also got breakfast as well.
Breakfast was nice.
That was a good breakfast.
I like that.
I like the fact that it was the same breakfast I made for us at the camper. Like at the Tønsberg. Yeah, it was like
like the nice thing is like we arrived and it didn't look like a hotel at all.
It looked like a
gas station,
like a shack, like a motel, like an old rundown farmhouse.
Yeah,
you get inside and there's like all these refurbished insides. It was pretty nice except for the bathroom, but yeah, whatever.
Yeah, it was a bit shit.
Yeah, it didn't have like a proper like shower.
Yeah, and then the next day we arrived, 3 people plus my girlfriend in my 1-person apartment, which was also an experience.
Without any doors.
Yeah, there's no doors there. I installed,
well, except for the front door
and the bathroom.
Yeah, it's kind of important.
The bathroom door is kind of nice to have. Yeah.
Yeah, except that.
But you never use the key to the bathroom.
No, I don't. I live alone or with my girlfriend. Like we never lock the bathroom door. It's not something.
Yeah, the lock doesn't work
like
because someone painted over the lock.
Someone.
Was it you?
I didn't lock it.
Oh my god.
I did not. Yeah. Well, yeah, I did paint over it.
Oh my god. Bro, you're not supposed to. Okay, whatever.
I know. Well, I thought it didn't work. I thought I didn't have the key for it, so I was like, yeah, whatever. I'll just paint over it. It was painted over here when we came to this Airbnb.
Yeah.
Like a Norwegian thing.
It's like locks, we don't need them, you know?
Nah, no one steals shit.
Keep your door open everywhere.
Everyone's nice, no one steals anything.
Yes.
It was nice. I got to show you all around my town.
Yeah.
For shopping.
You got to buy some new shoes because they got ruined from the hiking, or they got sweaty.
True. Not sweaty, muddy.
Yeah. Have you washed them yet?
They did not.
I did, but they didn't like got clean at all.
No.
Oh my god.
They're still like black shell.
Oh shit.
So sad. Yeah, I'm gonna throw them off. Honestly.
Time to toss them. Put them in the fire. Oh no, that's gonna smell horrible.
It's plastic, like
burn them on the fire.
Like
a rubber.
Yeah.
Well, it's gonna smell bad.
Yeah, I don't want to throw it in the fire. Honestly.
Yeah, you met my parents and my dogs, which you got to listen to my mom speaking broken English, which was.
I don't think it's broken English.
Yeah, it was alright.
I think it was fine.
Okay, well, just forgot to speak it sometimes.
Yeah.
Like just talk Norwegian to you guys and like, oh wait, this doesn't work. But yeah, she was very happy to see that I wasn't talking to myself in my bedroom all these years.
Actual people.
You need to
behind the
prove
voice.
my mom that I so don't talk a lot.
Yeah. But yeah, we were there mainly to pick up the dogs, to take them and throw some frisbees to them and take them for a walk. Because as you heard earlier, Tortinha is a big dog person.
True.
So
Animal person in general.
Hmm?
Or animal person in general.
yeah, definitely.
Because every time we see like horses, cows, sheep, she's like, "Oh, can we pet them? Can we stop? Can we pet the dogs? Can we pet the sheep?" And
even if she's driving, she's like, "Oh my god, look there!"
yeah, and then
And we're
we
like,
almost,
"Eyes on the road, please."
yeah, and then we almost swerve into a ditch.
Oh, yeah. We did actually stop and pet the horse today, which
Yes.
Yeah.
I found surprisingly pleasant.
See?
I did. And
The horse was super friendly.
I finally broke down, guys. Like I was being the dad in the car. Like, can we do this? Can we stop here? Like, no, we have to go.
yeah.
To go to this place.
Have you ever
we
petted
have-
horses?
No, never. Horses are scary.
No, but he was really nice.
It was a really nice horse, and even
There was a fence, by the way.
when there was a fence between us, even when we came up there, like there was this other horse that was closer to us, but it just stood there and looked at us, and I was
Yeah.
like,
Just chill.
okay, yeah, I was trying to like make like a or whatever sound to make it come over, and it just didn't. But this other horse, it was like it saw us, and it was like, oh, people are nice. Let me go over to them,
Yeah.
and we
Well,
could
it
pet
was
them.
trying to like persuade us, like, hey, there's like food over there. Can you bring it here?
But
Yeah,
he
because-
like just being petted as
Yeah,
well.
but like I watched on the inside of the fencing of this horse, it had eaten all the nice grass.
yeah,
And it had left all the weeds. So I took some of the nice grass that was on the outside and I fed it to them. And it was like it ate it. I was like, the thing that surprised me was there was a little bit of dirt at the end of one of the grass.
it doesn't care.
Oh, I thought I was like taking care of it. I was like, oh, I'll take away the dirt. But this is like dirty grass. You can have like the good grass.
Yeah.
I did that, but maybe it just didn't care.
No.
Probably not.
Probably not. But I thought it cared. It looked like it had a
But he
soul
didn't make like
inside.
any like violent moves.
No.
That's very chill.
And it's like a big, it's a big ass horse with the big muscles on it. Like it's made for being powerful.
Yeah.
It's so big, and I'm a little bit intimidated. But it was super friendly, and I even waved to it when we left, and it did like a little shake of his head, and the ears were like it was waving back. Probably not intentional.
Valen made a friend that day.
Oh,
Yeah. How nice.
Very
Horsey.
nice. But speaking of animal friends, because you need to get back to your parents' place with the dogs. Because we went out to with the dogs in your parents' Tesla Model X, big ass car.
Oh yeah,
To go out to
electrical power.
Yeah, to go out to a football place.
Yeah, like a football field.
Football field.
That is better used for us.
Zelda and Santa.
Sella and Santo. It's better used, and the football place is better used for throwing shit to your dogs and make them retrieve it than playing football, in my opinion.
Yeah.
That's what every football field should be used for. Then I would be watching
Watching the dogs, yeah.
in the audience. Yeah, watching people throw shit to dogs. Like it's just wholesome. And it's their name is Santo and Zelda. They're border collies. They're very nice dogs. I like them almost better inside because they're very cuddly. They like sit on your lap, and they don't realize that they're big dogs. So they like literally come with their entire body weight on top of you, and they are big dogs. But they're also very active. They run around a lot. How did you connect with my dogs? The dog whisperer, Tortinha.
They're really nice.
Yeah.
Like Santo had a really like herding behavior.
Yeah, they are
Yeah.
herding dogs.
Yeah, because they're border collies.
Yeah, they're made for herding sheep.
Yeah, so he kept like going around us
Yeah.
like all the time.
Like in front of us, behind us, in front
Yeah.
of us, just making circles around us.
But Santa like always kept like throw the frisbee for me, please.
Yeah, she picked up the frisbee and she literally threw it at her feet. Like, again, please.
Yeah.
And we took like a nice walk with them in the forest as well, which was nice because Santo was like hurting us, and she was like on the lookout. She went in front of us just to make sure it was all clear, and then she came back and was like, "Yep, you're still here." Just kept going like that the entire way. And it was a nice break from the city life.
Yeah.
Which is why I enjoy the town that I live in so much, because there is the city in where you bought the shoes and where we ate breakfast and stuff. You don't have to go too far to get right out into the forest and the wild. So how do you rate my town? If you had to rate it.
Oh, it's pretty nice.
Pretty nice out of 10. How about you, Scope?
Oh, like a 7.5.
Yeah, and we're gonna go back there tomorrow.
Yeah.
It was a bit flooded, so
Yeah,
the mall that has all the shoe
get
shops.
to go to the mall.
No, it was closed down because it was underwater. So that's a little bit unlucky, but also a little bit interesting, I think.
Yeah, it added to the experience.
Yeah.
But speaking of flooding and water, what did we do the next day?
Which
I think
is today.
Yeah.
Yeah, we today was my special day where I didn't tell 13-hour Scope what we were doing today, because we were going rafting in a river, like a big stream with a strong current and big, like, I don't know what they're called, like torrents kind of thing, where the stream of the water would kick up into a wave, and we like boarded the raft with wetsuits and life jackets and helmets on, to just survive down the river. And
well, it's all with guidance of people. Like, we didn't just go alone. There were some people in the back, helping us with commands, and there's like a safety bow and like all these kind of things.
It was very making sure that no one was gonna be hurt, no one's gonna die.
Yeah.
Which the reason why I didn't want to tell you is because it's kind of funny to go rafting in a strong current river when there is like extreme flood warnings everywhere. It's like, don't go anywhere. We're like, yep, we're gonna go out on a little dinghy boat and with paddles and just go down.
I think I will be fine, honestly.
And how do you rate the experience that we had today?
10 out of 10.
10 out of 10. That's a great rating. How about you, Scope?
I would say like a 9. Yeah.
Yeah, it was an experience.
The only thing that he like took 1 point is because he didn't go like on the river.
Oh.
Scope.
Oh, he didn't.
No, I didn't want to go off the boat. No,
sad. He didn't.
No, there's some people that jumped out of the boat for fun, like they floated along, and then you get on the boat. And I was like, nah, I'm not. No, I'm good. I'm good in this boat. Trying to hang on for dear life.
But you both got lectured by the guy, but I didn't.
Yeah,
I'm a natural.
It's because you're the girl in the back, and I really do.
The guy said at one point, like, Scope, you need to keep paddling. If you stop paddling, we lose 50%.
So so one person is doing 50%, and your guys are only doing 25 each, I guess.
Yeah. That's my take as well. Like
because there was like 2 people on the left and 1 person on the right, and I was on the right.
But like he was paddling as well.
Yeah, he was also helping a lot.
Yeah. Like he was helping on your side, and we were helping on our side.
Yeah. We were supposed to be more people, and the fact that we were less made it so we had to paddle more.
And we were in an odd number as well.
What did we want?
Because we were lighter than the other boat. So there was like 2 boats going downstream. And we only had 3. The other one had 4.
Plus a guide,
Yeah, plus a guide. So we had 3 plus a guide. And we didn't have to do all the turning thing. Like, they were like spinning way more than we did.
They were spinning because like they didn't like synchronize good.
Yeah.
Yeah, they span around a lot because I think they were a little out of sync.
Maybe one side was like more powerful than the other side.
Or one thing I noticed is that if you're out of sync, like you lose more than 50% of your force. Like if you just go in sync, you don't have to use as much power to go as far. But because we were very synchronized after a while, we started calling out like saying like ahoy.
Yeah, that's that's what I did, because when you're trying to synchronize with another person, and it's like loud, river noises, a lot of wild water, and like you're going through waves and shit.
And there's a lot of things to divert your attention. It's kind of hard to like pay attention to you and the river and like your paddling.
Yeah, so you kind of have to look each other in the eyes, but to make it a bit easier, we use like some words to indicate like when we go when we paddle the water.
Yeah.
When we get out of it. So first we use like 1, 2, 3 or whatever, like 1, 2, 3.
And it was a little bit long.
It was a bit long, so I just do like 1, 1, 1. And then I was like, that's a bit boring. So you know what? I'm gonna use something different. And then I don't know, something came up in my mind. I'm like, ahoy!
Yeah,
you're like a pirate. So I was like, ahoy! And then that's what I was yelling the entire time to try and keep Valen synchronized.
I just kept thinking of the biscuits, like the cookies.
Oh yeah,
the ahoy cookies. Like
wow.
Yeah, all this time
she was getting hungry the entire time.
Like for every stroke.
Like, I don't see any biscuits. Why are you talking about
cookies?
Yeah.
Well, it was nice that you did that, but I noticed that when it got really violent, when we really had to be super synchronized to get somewhere, we were both doing it at the same time.
Yeah.
We were both screaming, and it was certain points where it was very hectic. We had to really concentrate on staying inside the boat, but also staying in sync.
So what was interesting is that when we were paddling out in the boat, you can actually use your paddle as like a leverage to keep you in the boat, especially when you're like in a wave. You can push like with the wave.
Like against it, kind of.
Or like against it, like going backwards or pushing backwards. And that really helps you stabilize inside the boat, because especially if you're in the waves, it is kind of difficult to keep your balance. And we also noticed that because there's like a guide behind us, like in the boat itself, that's like yelling forward or like rest or backwards or whatever, to go forward the moment when we are about to hit some waves, because you want to go over the waves and not be stuck on top of it or like flow, like go backwards. Yeah. Luckily that didn't happen.
No,
for us.
That's because we were kind of good, I think, at
doing
following the commands. And there was one command that I kind of had some troubles with. And it was because forwards is like, paddle forwards. But the command for going backwards was back pedal or back paddle. And I got really confused because sometimes there was like the command for back left and back right to like turn the boat around. So everyone on the right side, if it was right back, it would be like the right side would go back.
Yeah, I would go back and you would go forward.
Exactly. So we would like turn it around very fast. But he said back pedal or back paddle or something. And I was really confused because I was like, which side is that? You have the forward commands and you have the relax. Forward and relax, those we use the most, where it's like you forward you paddle, relax you don't paddle at all. And I don't understand why they didn't. Yeah, get down.
Get down to the chopper.
Mr. President, get down. Yeah, it was also get down in the raft. And it was just weird to me how it was forwards and not just backwards.
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. I was like, what side? Back pedal?
Yeah,
what side is that? Is that me? Am I going back now?
I noticed that you were struggling because every time you would call it out, I would be like, oh, okay, backwards.
Then he got really mad at
what do I
point.
do?
Yeah, he was like, he took his paddle and he started like slamming it in the raft, being like, back pedal. And I'm like turning around, looking at him, and I'm like, me?
We hit
like,
the other boat.
Yes, like, oh my God.
And then we hit the other guy.
We hit the other boat. Yeah, we crashed once. But
almost, right? It was not.
We had some contact.
Yeah, exactly. Well, yeah, it was a fun day. It was We had to go like down the same river-ish, like, right? Like twice.
Yeah, we went
Twice, yeah.
down the same river twice, and I think we did like a more difficult path. The second time we were like more. He put us into like the stronger
Turbulent
waves that we
water, yeah.
avoided the first time.
Yeah.
But he actually told us that since there are so much water, it's actually easier to raft. Like it's more calm when the water is higher. It's probably because
Well, I think you just have
Of the
more-
rocks like underneath.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I think it's just you have more space, you know. To move.
Yeah. It's like you're less likely to go somewhere you don't want to go.
Yeah.
In a wave that is particularly strong or big.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, I'm glad you had fun on my mystery expedition.
Yeah. Well, like I told this Valen off the podcast, but probably if he would have told me beforehand, I would be like, no, we shouldn't do that.
That's a bad idea.
Definitely not. I
I'm
don't
be out.
swim.
Yeah. your dad was already like worried. Like, oh my god, their family was like, oh yeah.
Well, they
there's
were more
flooding
worried
there,
about
you
the
know.
flooding, than me swimming or whatever. But no, this was not something that I would do myself or plan for other people to do. And you were like, yeah, I've done this once when I was like 10 years younger. I'm like, oh, okay. But yeah, no, it was really fun, and we actually met some cool Dutch people, or at least they were on my side most of the time. Anyway,
Yeah,
they were very
we-
similar minded.
We had an automotive argument where I was saying like electrical cars are so good and they're environmentally
That's the
friendly
Norwegian.
and I love them. And they were like, no. And there was the Dutch couple there. And she was like a diesel engineer, like for just big diesel machines for a living. And he was an electrician. And then I come there. And I'm like, yeah, I love electrical cars. And they were like, no, they're bad. We like big machines that makes a lot of smoke and a lot of noise.
Yes, well, I thought it was like very based because you were bringing up like the Tesla like electrical vehicles. Meanwhile, we were driving the entire trip with like a V8 car, and you've driven it as well. Very environment unfriendly, whatever.
Yeah.
And yeah, they were giving you shit. And then when we had the lunch, we had Tortinha, who was like partially vegetarian. You wouldn't call it. What's it called?
I'm pescatarian.
Yeah, pescatarian.
Pescatarian, yeah.
Yeah.
Pescatarian, yeah.
So the food that we got at the lunch was just like they made food. You didn't get to choose. It's just like this is what you get. And she was like, no, you know, I don't like this. Like
No.
There was something called lapskaus, which is it's like beef stew.
Yeah,
Basically.
but the guy said if I when we were booking, he said like I should like told them beforehand.
Oh yeah, if you have any.
Then they would have like make a special.
I've forgotten. I've
it's
forgotten it three
No, it's
times
fine.
on this trip already. Even though
It's
you
fine.
told
Here's some
me, I did-
peanuts, yeah.
Yeah, it's
Oh
fine.
my
It's
God.
fine. Like the lady gave me some eggs.
and salad.
No,
Yeah, they were
and
very
a
nice.
salad. Like I didn't have a problem, and I felt like sorry for the lady. I wanted to talk to her, but like she went away.
Yeah. These fucking Brazilian girls not eating the food I made.
fucking vegetarians.
Back,
Yeah, no, but then like the couple was also like because when we're on the bus the second way back up to the river, they said like, wait, so you're three guys like on a trip, and I'm like, you're on a trip, like this guy is like a fan of electric cars, like this girl's like vegetarians, like you got like the worst kind of people.
Worst combination.
Wow,
of-
I
Yeah,
didn't
and then
know.
they were like giving you shit, and I was just like sitting there with a big grin, like it's-
I did not hear that.
I'm the
Yeah,
only. I was
they were
the
giving
only
shit.
Norwegian guy there.
They
in
were
my own
talking
country.
shit about us, and they were like, "Oh, the
Yeah.
Dutch people are the nicest people on earth."
Even the guys were talking
didn't say that.
Spanish.
No, I'm just like,
Well, yeah, they were just taking the piss though, which was
yeah, they were.
Yeah.
very
which
much
was
like
fun.
they
because-
said like the electrical, like the people who like the electrical cars are the vegetarians of like.
They did say
yeah, the vegetarians
Yeah,
of like
of the car world.
Yeah.
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 which I took great offense to, honestly. No, but
and I liked it. I thought it was very.
I
nice
don't take
because
any offenses.
Not only did we have in common that we're from the same country, and so I could just talk Dutch with them as well, but we also have like similar interests. So yeah, that was really great.
It was a fun,
my kind of people.
It was a really fun interaction with some complete strangers that happened to be rafting at the same day as us. And I when after we ate food and went back to the to raft like round 2, I was singing sea shanties or like humming sea shanties on the way there.
Yeah,
and those people were like, "Oh my god, I'm never gonna get this out of my head now."
Yep.
Yeah.
And they didn't because you know what happened after we were done rafting. we went out, but like we got changed and everything the day, and they were actually camping like right in front of the rafting place.
Yeah,
like right outside. And when we were going back to our car, they were like playing the sea shanty song on like speaker, like really loud when we got by.
And they were like dancing in the distance.
Yes.
And we were like on our way to go back home, or like to home to our Airbnb.
This Airbnb, yeah.
And we were like, maybe we should go and just have a chat with them.
Yeah, they were having a lot of fun. Like there was having a lot of banter with us. And yeah, I was like, maybe we just go.
Maybe we should, And it was actually really, really fun to just have a chat with them.
Yeah.
Which, I don't know, I feel like it felt like some people you could meet in VR chat, for example.
Yeah.
Like it's like an interaction. It's like a public world where you will never see these people ever again. Probably.
Did you know, Valen, that if you touch grass, if you go outside, it's like a public instance.
Wow. I'm starting to
realize. You get to meet different kinds of people.
They got a bit like surprised when we talked about how we met.
Yeah,
like how did you guys meet? Like, we play a game, like a virtual game, and they're like, really? Does that even exist?
Yeah, they were pretty old,
Yeah, we also tried to, like, when they were like, how did you guys meet? We tried to, like, at least I was the one that was mostly like explaining it in the beginning. So I tried to just play it off at, we play video games together. We met through video games.
I would go in full blown, like, virtual reality. We ended up this toaster strapped to our head, but you took it like very lightly, treading the water.
I was
walking on eggshells.
Like kneading the dough, like, we play video games together, and we actually, play this game in virtual reality.
Well, she said like, oh, how'd you meet, like in real life or like an event or like online? You could have just said like online, and then end conversation or like go
but
do
like
something else.
The other girl like came to me and like she went, oh, this really like fun how you guys met in real life. Like
which girl? The
other one, like with the English guy.
Don't punch the microphone.
I'm sorry.
The dumbass person.
They can't see you wave and emote, We're not recording video on this.
It was like a mistake on the behind the scenes.
Yeah. Well, it was like, I feel like we were staying there for a while, and I felt, let's just get to know them a little better, and there isn't a better way than to tell a little bit about yourself first, and we ended up inquiring about. Who were they? Where were they from?
Yeah, but they also seem to be the more active ones of the group. And I think probably because I told them as well that I'm Dutch. And like I also talked with the guy like afterwards about like his job and all these kind of things.
No, it all started because of the car talk.
The car talk?
Yeah.
No, was it? The car talk happened afterwards.
Yeah, it was afterwards.
No, we were on the bus and you were saying like... something, and then I said...
Well, on the bus, I started asking everyone on the bus where they were from. Very easy. Easy introduction is like, where the fuck are you from? Right? Stop punching the microphone!
I'm sorry!
Well, I started asking everyone where they were from.
Yeah.
And it's very
okay,
easy.
okay,
Just, you know,
okay.
we're going to be rafting with these people. Let's just get to know them so, you know, we can have some fun together.
But for some reason,
and
we
they can have some
discovered
sympathy
like
when
they
we
were
die.
like car lovers as well. I think
They are car lovers.
Well,
exactly. Right?
well, yeah, they were. Well, he wasn't. She was.
No, he also
you was as
Oh,
well.
okay,
Yeah,
okay.
yeah.
not as much as he was, but because she would have like motorcycles and shit,
Yeah.
like does
Yeah.
training for like racing drivers.
Yeah, she was like
driving on a track.
professional, like actual
Instructor, yeah.
Yeah. And I didn't know that they were doing that until we ate lunch.
Mm-hmm.
But they definitely seemed like they could take a joke, for example.
Yeah. The second
Or-
they noticed like they were Dutch, I'm like, hey, let's fucking go.
Yeah.
Representing everyone here. Like we've seen so many like Dutch license
We've seen
plates
so
here.
many Dutch cars. It's insane.
We're invading your country, bro.
Yeah, you are.
Time to get out.
You're the new Germans.
Yeah. You gotta get some flag, you know, you gotta put it up.
Gonna do. Yeah, we didn't do that. We should.
Should have done that with the hike, you know.
We should
brought a
have
flag up.
put the flag on the top there.
Yes.
It would
Yeah,
have
Scott
blown
asked
away
the lady
immediately.
from the base, why don't you have like the Netherlands flag?
Yeah, because they serve Dutch beer, you know, like there's a lot of Dutch people that come there. And she's
Yeah.
like, well, she said that it's the nationalities of all the people that work there. So
Oh.
it's not anything else because they have so many, because I think the photo, what is it called? The person taking all the photos, photographer,
She was either British
or Australian.
Or
I think.
no, either British or Scottish or Irish.
Yeah, or like Australian. I think she had like a weird accent.
Definitely not Australian. I think.
Yeah, I think not
have
Australian.
recognized.
Yeah,
I have
would've
a big
known
language hard on for Australians, so you know it's not
that. It
Australian.
was like,
I
like
don't
she
know.
came out of like an animation.
Yeah, well, she was really sneaky with those photos.
Yeah, she was because I didn't barely notice. Only in the beginning when we were like getting explanations, like she was
Yeah.
just there.
And they were very like sensual pictures in the beginning. We were all like fixing each other's shit and like they're
Yeah.
taking pictures of them. It looks like they know. Oh, we care for each other.
Mhm.
Insane.
Yeah, I asked our guide because they were talking, like, I thought he was talking Danish. They just had, like, a weird Norwegian accent.
Mhm.
And I asked him how many languages he spoke, and he was like, 5. Like, Portuguese, Spanish, English, Norwegian, and another language, which I
I think it was Danish.
Is it a-
No,
No.
Danish and Norwegian is, like, you can't really, like, I speak Danish
That
without,
was like a
you know,
accent.
even speaking Danish.
Maybe French or something.
Maybe, who knows? Yeah, the guy was really great.
Oh, it's German.
It was probably German.
Yeah.
Oh, could be.
And ended up when you were talking to the Dutch guy in the changing rooms,
Mhm.
I ended up talking to the guide outside, and I was like, "How the fuck did you end up here?" Because you know, I'm in between jobs, so I'm a little interested in how people end up doing, you know, fun stuff like that for a living. And yeah, he'd
You mean the
been
instructor?
the instructor.
Oh yeah.
And he'd been around the world. He'd been to like Chile, doing it there, doing it in Argentina, and in Spain, and like Italy. He'd been everywhere, like doing this sort of stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And it was so funny when I went inside to have a beer afterwards and look at the pictures, and I just hear him say, like, "Yeah, I'm going to Øyer," which is like a really Norwegian. It's like a town that is 1.5 hours from here. And that was really fun to me to hear this guy that's been all around the world. Like, yeah, I'm going there to chill, to go like to a local, pretty small town nearby, which is, it makes sense that, you know.
Yeah, well, if you've seen like all the places in the world, I think the best place to relax is like a small local town.
Probably.
Otherwise, you just get a bunch of tourists everywhere.
Yeah, there is like a skiing slope there in the winter and like a mountain bike place in the summer. And yeah, it was either we're gonna do rafting or mountain biking today, and I'm glad we did the rafting.
Yeah, the mountain biking, it's a bit like...
More active.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you have to use
I would have liked that. It would
your
be cool.
calories. Yeah, you know, the Dutch guy wants to bike in Norway.
Yeah, that would be neat.
Well, I'm glad you had a fun experience rafting.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, do recommend. They actually got like a lot of good reviews on Google reviews or Google Maps. as well.
Yeah.
And they got like a lot of good pictures. And I'm like, how the fuck did they take so many like good pictures of people rafting like out in the water? And like,
And people are uploading these as well.
yeah, well, it's them.
Yeah,
They
upload their own
Or maybe,
pictures.
yeah, or the people that just bought the photos, they uploaded them.
Yeah.
But I'm like, yeah, that's like very good action shots for such a place. Because I was expecting like, you know, something more low budget, I guess. But no, they got like a proper photographer. Taking pictures with like a telelens, like from far on like a bridge. And then, yeah, it was really good. So yeah, do recommend the, what's it called? Sjoa?
Sjoa. SJOA. No. SOJA. I can't
You
spell.
fucked it, yeah.
Yeah, Sjoa Rafting AS.
In which?
Utta. It's near Utta
Near
in
Utta,
Norway. Yeah, it's really great. And I just remember last time I did it, it was a really good like team building kind of exercise. Not really exercise, but more like an experience kind of thing. And I'm glad I didn't tell you.
I would have been like, maybe mountain biking sounds a bit better.
Yeah, maybe we shouldn't. Yeah, I'm glad we did.
Well, so this is the, I don't know what day it is. How many days do we have left?
3. 2?
2, I guess.
2.
2 days left?
2 days left. Yeah.
Of the trip.
Yeah, we have tomorrow and the day after, which is, yeah, so 2 days.
Yeah, so tomorrow we're going to go with a cable car up a mountain thingy, whatever, and then walk down, hike down.
Yeah, we're going to do the cable cart this time instead of walking. And we're just walking down.
Because of someone in here.
Well, you should bring your dirty shoes.
Yeah, you could.
Yeah,
That would be a good idea, actually.
That's a good idea.
And then you can toss them. You can toss them in the fire because we're going to...
Yeah, or off the
You
cliff.
already told us,
Off the
like, you already
mountains.
said that.
Yeah,
I'm
I
not
know,
tossing in the fire. It's
Yeah, but
gonna
that's what we're
smell
doing
bad.
afterwards.
And it's gonna like create chemicals that I don't want to.
No, I know.
Yeah.
This is a joke. But no, afterwards we can... Well, we're going to try and make a campfire near your place, I guess.
Yeah,
Some
we're
s'mores.
going to a nice place and grilling some marshmallows.
Yeah, I'm going to do the typical campfire thingy.
Yeah,
Marshmallows.
we're gonna be singing Kumbaya.
Yep.
Around the campfire.
You're going to bring your ukulele?
Yeah,
You should.
Maybe I will annoy
Yes.
you with a little bit of my tunes.
Yes.
More.
There's going to be people around like, shut the fuck.
Yeah, people are gonna be opening their
Annoyed.
windows and like, shut the fuck up.
Yeah.
How do you say that in the region?
Hold shaft. It literally means hold mouth.
Doesn't sound that intimidating, to be honest.
No.
All right. I do want to know. Well, there's this shit is going quite a bit long, and I have to somewhat edit this. This is going to be audio only, as far as I know. I could put a bunch of pictures in, but who knows? If you want pictures, you can always ask me of the trip. Maybe one thing that is good to know is, what was our favorite activity? Like for each person. So, Tortinha, what was your favorite activity so far in the trip?
So far?
Yeah. What you like the most? What you enjoy the most?
Eating snacks.
Oh my god, really?
You said they all tasted like soap.
No. Whoa, what was the name of the Smash?
Smash. You want Smash?
I want Smash.
Okay.
He wants to smash.
It's 10 out of 10 snack. Best snack ever.
10
Yeah.
out of 10
She-
would Smash.
She's been
like-
snacking throughout this entire podcast. Like you just been grabbing stuff like all the time, like a compulsive eater, like you said.
Yeah, I'm a compulsive eater.
Oh
Yeah,
my
yeah.
god.
Well,
I love eating.
I'm a compulsive drinker.
No, we did a little snack. Was it testing
Review.
kind of thing? Yeah, we took a video of it. I don't know where it's gonna get posted. Not on my channel, that's for sure. But
On Tortinha's channel.
Yeah.
yeah, I know, right? No, we did like Brazilian snacks with like Norwegian snack. I got some snacks as well to test out and see what people like.
Yeah.
But from my experience, what we've noticed is that a bunch of countries have like just rebranded existing candies that are sometimes slightly different, usually a bit worse than like the big brands.
Same but different.
Yeah,
Kit
same.
Kat.
Different. Yeah, there's like one that was very like Kit Kat.
Yeah, both from Brazil and from Norway. We have our own version of Kit Kat. I think
Fucking
my
hipsters.
Yeah,
Was exactly like Kit Kat.
yeah. Well, it's better and more
I
healthy
think Valen,
Was it?
the Norwegian one was more like Kit Kat
than the Brazilian
than
one.
the Brazilian
Yeah,
one.
yeah. The Brazilian
Brazilian
one
one was
was
sweeter.
less sweet.
No,
Yeah.
it was sweeter.
No,
It
it
was
was less
sweeter?
sweet.
It was less sweet and more
Oh.
wafer.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was more wafer. Yeah.
Yeah, it was definitely more wafer.
Well, my favorite thing of the entire trip was when we were at the beach, and it was just such nice weather, and we got some like local fresh crabs, and we were sitting there like smashing them with rocks, and it really felt like someplace tropical, even though we were just in boring ass Norway. Yeah, we were laying on the beach, and we're just laying there chilling, and we can see Tortinha is like she's sitting on her phone. She's like, what are you doing on the phone?
Oh, you're gonna bring this up?
Yeah.
No way. Is that your favorite thing on
Oh my
the
God.
trip?
Yeah,
Oh my
it
god,
was.
no.
No,
It's
he's just setting this up.
No, this
Like,
is
yeah.
this is a trap.
This is an
There's, like-
intervention.
That's a
there-
trap. No.
And there's like children, playing in the water.
Yes.
And Tortinha is like, she is laying on her stomach and like her legs are like swaying in the wind. And we're like, what are you watching there? And she's like, oh, nothing. And we like lean over to see. And it's just like some girl's butt that she's looking at.
It was
Are you looking at porn at the beach? It's like, no. We like look over. And it's like she's definitely looking at porn at the beach. And we're like, that's unfair. We can't look at porn at the beach because we're in our swimwear.
Yep. Men.
on my
Everyone would
Men
see
are
that
dark.
we're looking at the porn at the beach, and you're like incognito mode. It's like, yeah, I'm just gonna sneak in some little bit of porn.
on my defense, I was just like updating myself on like the newest art.
The newest, very
Yeah, the art.
like
yeah.
the connoisseur.
Yeah, right. I am like the connoisseur,
Well, that was
Yeah.
my favorite part. It was very funny.
but
But yeah, as an experience as well, I really enjoyed taking you guys
It's like,
to the beautiful place. And
dragging you into the water, trying to
it's
Yes.
like
get you cold.
exactly.
we were saying, like we had like our persona on the internet. It's like the extension of like my persona in the IRL.
She's
like.
just as weird in real life as she is online, guys.
Who would have guessed?
I don't know, if you're in like a public place, you might want to like reserve, like hold back a bit of your personality.
No, like no one, like if they didn't
No,
look,
just no.
No,
we're not doing that. That's not me.
No.
That's blasphemy.
If they didn't look at my phone, no one would have known. Like if I was enjoying, like just looking at like
lewd photos.
Yeah,
Yes.
You're just so funny. because
I had
didn't
like a
expect
neutral
it.
face.
I think that it was like one of the, because
And okay. So in my defense as well, like us girls, we don't like look at like pictures and we get aroused. It's like we look at to get inspired. Like, oh my god, this butt looks so nice. I want to be like her. It's not like, oh my god, I'm horny.
But were you horny?
No.
Okay.
well, we don't. You cannot tell, so
Yeah, exactly.
you never know.
This was This is the problem. Men never know.
And then the funny thing is, I was sharing like in the group chat of my friends.
I don't know
And-
if that's better or worse, to be honest.
What?
That you're sharing it in the group chat with your friends. I don't know if that's better or worse.
No, I think you like ask the person that you know. It's like, is this weird that I'm looking at porn in public?
No. I was just like sharing in our group chat, and my friend
Or
was
someone
at the
got
gym,
fired at their job.
and he said, I'm at the gym. Now I need to leave the gym.
Yep.
I'm in public as well. I shouldn't looked at the group chat.
He knows as well.
Do you
Yeah.
do it at work?
The
look at
Did you?
art.
Well, my work is my home.
Art, everyone.
My work is my home, so I do look at the work.
She gets paid looking at art.
Wow.
No, not really.
You're living the life.
Yeah. Right?
Well, how about you, Scott? What's your favorite part of the trip?
Yeah, I've been thinking while you guys are talking, and I think what I really like is just taking like photos of like the scenery, because my fucking country is flat as shit.
Yeah. It's like negative flat.
Yeah. Yeah, no, it's
a hole.
like I've driven to it to get here, like on the highway and everything. It's just like nothing. It's just flat. There's no elevation whatsoever.
Yeah.
And then you go into Germany, and in Germany it's like, there's a bit of elevation, but it's not much. Then you go into Denmark, it's like, oh, there's hills. It's pretty neat. You have these hills, like the Windows XP wallpaper.
Yeah. That's like the tallest part of Denmark. It's like the top of the Windows hill.
Yeah, and then you get into Norway, and then, well, in the beginning, you don't really see that much elevation. Like, well, when we were with the ferry.
Yeah.
But the further north you go up, or like more rural areas, it's like what I expected Norway to be.
Yeah.
Like a bunch of mountains and like small little houses on the side, like rivers and like bridges and these roads going up and down and like going everywhere. I'm like, that is really fucking cool. Yeah. And I took a bunch of pictures also with my dash cam and like with my phone. And we even saw like the day we went to your family, like a bunch of like fog over the like the lake or something.
Yeah.
And with the lights of like the houses and everything. It's like, oh, that's so good.
My town is based around the biggest lake in Norway. And it's it's such a large body of water that you can trick yourself into thinking that it is the ocean, even though it's not. And a side effect of that is, in the right condition, it becomes very foggy. And because the city is like based around there, there's just this thick fog that can creep
Extra thick.
Yeah. Thick fog is the most sexy fog I ever saw.
No, it's like the Dark Souls fog, It's like
you expect
reverse the light, reverse to the fog.
You expect there to be boss music playing.
Yeah. We even have like a video of that. Yeah. It's like, do I hear boss music? It's like, hold on, let me put it on my playlist.
Yeah, my boss playlist. And
I should have a playlist.
I have another picture of my car at that exact spot we were at. With like that background, which it's super cool.
No, I took a picture here at the AirB&B with like the river, the bridge, the mountains, the little shacks. It's also really, really nice.
I tried to fish here in this river right outside, and I lost 2 hooks from just getting it stuck in the bottom.
Grass or whatever.
Yeah. I had to cut the line twice. And then I just gave up. I was
very unlucky fishing. Yeah.
This ain't gonna work. I was closer to hitting a duck than getting a fish. Which I just gave up. No more fishing.
Yeah, that's a good thing. Is well, before we like close off, I have one thing, which is, do you have any tips or tricks for people that want to do these kind of trips themselves, with like maybe like online friends?
Yeah,
maybe it's like put in a little bit on like our experiences meeting online friends and what you can expect and what you might want to take away if you want to organize these kind of things yourself, because you can. Like if you have online friends, it's during the summer season or whatever. People have some days off. People have some money to spare. Then you could go and organize a trip, a couple days or like 2 weeks, or I think we have like 10 days.
Yeah, like Norway specific one or just in general?
No, in general. Yeah.
Well, my number one tip would be, if you're staying at the place, like an Airbnb or wherever you're staying, stay for more than one night. Stay for at least 2 nights in each place.
Yeah.
So you get time to do an activity for like an entire day, and you can come back, go to bed, and go to the next place. That's probably the best thing for me, because we had a lot of Airbnbs where we checked out
one day.
We checked in at the evening, slept, and then we checked out immediately the day after, which
Like
for our trip.
early in the morning.
Yeah, we were trying to cover a lot of distance because all of the things in Norway is very far apart from each other that we wanted to do at least. And I got a little, not necessarily rushed, but it felt like we were doing a lot more driving than actual experiencing. Not a lot more, and I'm not dissatisfied with our trip at all, but if I could redo it, that's probably the thing I would do better. And the other thing is doing what we did when we planned it all out. We're like, we're going there, doing this, and then we're going there, and we're doing this. Is just have like a plan. And when we were
Like gather everyone and plan.
do like a thing so you know what you're gonna
Yeah.
do, especially if you're meeting people for the first time. It's nice to have like an activity that you can go to.
Yeah, but try and not plan it too much in the details. Like, for example, with the camping you try to do, because things change,
Yeah,
There's going to be people
Yeah.
that are going to be very tired or very sleepy and are like, I don't want to do this.
it's nice to have like a flexible
Yeah, a
agenda.
flexible
Yeah.
schedule and some kind of backup activity in case maybe some people don't want to join or whatever.
Yeah. And another thing that didn't really apply to us because we already knew each other and how we looked like and everything. It's just have a session on camera with the people you're meeting up with. Like see them, like see their face, so you know how
yeah.
they look like. Of course,
Like we knew like each other like for
a long time.
yeah.
Wait, so
yeah.
you're saying if some of us was like really ugly, Valen, you would be like, this trip, you're not invited.
Yeah, my country has standards. If you're too ugly, you'll get stopped
Well,
at the border.
yeah, like if you don't know them well enough, I wouldn't do it.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
true. Well, I'm trying to give like general advice.
Yeah.
Also, I've been on one trip where we rented an Airbnb for a week and we're celebrating New Year's, and we didn't have a car. We had to take the bus everywhere, and that it felt like there was a lot of time just wasted taking the bus. So definitely, either ask your nice Dutch friend who has a car to bring their car or rent the car.
It depends on the place, really.
It depends on the place, but
Yeah, some places have better like public transit than others.
Yeah,
and if you're staying in the middle of a city, then you might not need it. But it's just nice to have the freedom to go wherever you want, whenever you want.
Definitely, yeah. And to leave, at the right time or at any time really when you want to go someplace.
Yeah.
Or you're just like you guys, like I don't know, like 9 p.m. was yesterday. It's like, we need to go to the store, get some food. Like, you can just
it's half an hour away.
yeah,
with
you can just
car.
hop in,
Yeah.
go there, get some food, put it in the trunk, drive back, easy. Or just like rent a car, but there's some cost involved, of course. Yeah. So I do definitely agree with your first point. Well, with all points, Valen, but the first point is definitely something that I've noticed while I'm driving, like for like 10 hours one day.
Yeah.
Being in a car for that long is, well, as if you're a single person just traveling to going like from one place to another, like just to travel the distance.
Yeah.
It's fine. But if you are in a group of people in a car for a long duration, I'd say longer than 2 hours, it can get tiring. People can like fall asleep or just get bored.
Restless. Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, you can like take some stops in between, of course. But even if your day is, I would say like more than 3-4 hours of sitting in the car, even if you take stops in between, that might be a bit too much. So you might want to have like smaller stops, like legitimate stops where you go to
change
like an Airbnb.
the driver as well.
Yeah, and change the driver.
We
I've
did
also
this,
noticed
which was it has been nice. And
if people want to, of course.
Just make stops where we don't just stop, sleep, go back on the road.
Yeah,
fill the day with something before you go back.
Well, that's what I did to get here, but
yeah,
that's
exactly.
fine.
Yeah.
I was in a hurry.
Yeah. How about you, Tortinha? Do you have any tips, tricks in your bag of wonderful
Knowledge,
mysteries?
wisdom.
If you're a girl,
Bring good shoes. Oh.
Bring an extra pair of shoes.
Yeah.
bring the extra pair of shoes and be extra careful.
Didn't you tell me when you went to your Japan trip that you were walking so much that you had to buy like an extra pair of shoes?
I did, but like because like I have a flat foot,
Mm-hmm.
and I didn't have like the proper shoes.
But so you did have the proper shoes, but
Like
just too much.
what's it called? Like the thing you put
Sole.
like
Sole?
the sole of the shoe. Yeah.
Or
I
like-
didn't have
yeah,
like,
the
proper-
dampening.
okay.
Skating shoes, for example.
yeah.
Vans are like notorious for having like just a flat hard stop
Mhm.
without any padding.
That's what I needed like for my shoes. Like I changed the ones like from the
One shoes.
like
yeah.
old shoes.
Yeah. Ones that were better.
Yeah.
Go to Norway and you will always find nice shoes to walk big hikes in.
Mhm.
That's what they sell. Because that's what people use.
You also rent them, right?
Rent shoes?
Yeah.
No.
No.
You could have rented them probably at the hiking place.
Yeah,
because
that's
they
what
were
I'm saying.
like renting. Yeah. Because they probably have had this experience before where there's unprepared tourists who come in their vans
Yeah,
and
that's
want
true,
to
that's
hike a big hike.
Well, that's kind of what I did. You know, my shoes weren't prepared for this.
Yeah,
That's
but
true.
no, that's not the case. The mountain wasn't prepared for your shoes. You're walking up there, fucking
Yeah.
dripping as fuck.
But,
I
like,
bring the drip up
thing
the cliff,
about,
guys.
like-
I'm
Yeah.
gonna up, the ante.
The thing about Japan is different because like I was in a lot of pain, and here I wasn't.
No, you're
I
just
like
tired.
I just like yeah.
Yeah,
No,
just
no, no.
exhausted kind of thing.
And salty.
No. Like I just like ruined my shoes in terms like they were muddy and like
Yeah, don't bring white shoes when you're hiking.
And
Pro
she-
tip.
She went to get new shoes that were also
So
white.
also-
oh, they're more stylish.
So what are we doing tomorrow, Val?
We're hiking.
there we go.
On white shoes.
Yeah, well, semi-white at this point. Because,
Yeah.
But like I made them waterproof now.
You should definitely
You should
hike in your old shoes.
Yeah, you should.
Yeah.
Not your new shoes.
You can bring both.
Okay.
Yeah, bring both.
Yeah,
And
it's
you
fine.
will see which ones. Yeah, good shoes.
What else? Anything else?
No, I said it before. If you're a girl, be extra careful when going meeting people.
Of what? Yeah, okay. Of meeting people online.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. So
It
like,
makes sense, to be a
Yeah.
little extra wary.
make sure you don't bring a creep along.
Yeah.
Yeah, or just bring me because I can.
Give not directions.
Yeah, or I can be like the creepiest guy there.
True.
You could bring me along to make sure to wake your ass up on time. To
Exactly.
play
Yeah,
the
you're a
dad,
good-
literally.
You are a good
every time,
alarm.
every trip.
Great alarm clock. You scope.
Yeah. No, I'm not a morning person, but when other people need to be woken up and we need to be at a place at a certain time, then I'm trying to make my best effort to be sure to get everyone up in time.
At this point, I wake up from my alarm.
And then you just go back to bed.
No. Well, I did it.
You did that multiple times.
I did that in the beginning.
You both did.
But
I turned off all my alarms.
As this
Because
trip,
Scope was dead.
as this trip
Oh my
has
God.
been going on, I know that you're gonna come into my room at one point. So
Wakey,
I'm just there.
wakey.
I'm waiting for you
Don't
to
come
come in. And I'm like,
wakey,
well,
tomorrow.
it's time
I'm gonna
to go up.
punch you in the face.
It's time to wake up now.
No, it's so pro tip. If you need to wake people up during your trip, like you're sharing an Airbnb or something, call out wakey or whatever, and then just open like the curtains to get as much light into the room as possible, because it's so fucking annoying when you're trying to sleep. If you keep it dark, people are just gonna like roll over and die again.
Yeah.
And I've seen it happen.
Agreed.
So there was, even when we're like camping, there's like little
Yeah, I remember
blinds?
you did that.
I was
right
like,
above my
I don't know
head.
how these blinds work. I'm gonna get them fucking open because these people need to wake
Where?
up.
Yeah, there was like a small little shutter right above my head.
Yes, and I opened.
You did, and
Yeah, I was
the sun was like rising right from that direction as well. I was like,
Yeah. Right in your face. Yeah.
yeah.
I'm like, this is perfect.
Yeah.
This is the way to wake people up.
It fucking worked.
Well, that's what my parents did when I was younger. Like they would just like open the curtains, and then my curtains would make like a loud ass fucking noise when I did it. But it's either that, and if that doesn't work, you know what my extreme measure would be if someone doesn't fucking wake up?
Throw water on them.
Water. Well, what my grandpa used to do is like get a bucket of water, and just like pour it over someone's head, start waterboarding someone.
Yeah. What you do is you take actually a piece of cloth and you wrap up their head, and then you take like the garden hose and just spray them. Until they read out the nuclear codes.
Yeah.
Oppenheimer.
Yeah, but that is one thing. At least have someone, that's also a tip, I guess, have someone that is responsible enough to wake people up in time. So have like a dedicated person that's like, this is the fallback guy. You're playing the dad this trip. And be prepared.
If you weren't here, that would have been me, but you were here, so I was like, all right, you're just gonna do it.
Definitely not me.
Definitely
not. Definitely not.
You're not dad material.
No, she's not. No, she's very good at sleeping, which we've taken a lot of pictures during our trip.
There will be a huge compilation.
Yes.
Somewhere.
It'll be a 5-hour documentary.
There's like an ant on my foot.
I think I saw it. Oh, there it is. It goes on the couch. Yeah, AirB&B. I think I saw it before in the fucking corners. And
there were so many.
It traveled a great distance to go up your feet.
Yeah. They really thought my feet smelled good.
No, because like they're trying to reach the soapy candy.
That's something you don't think. You don't think,
I think they came from the dungeon.
Yeah. You don't think feet smell good, do you? Especially not European feet.
Yeah.
No, I don't want to have this argument. We are at 2 hours. We have some stuff, some break in between, but this is gonna go way fucking long.
This is your first 5-hour podcast scope.
Oh my god!
No. I would like to have a upcoming weekend, where I have some free time to still do stuff.
Yeah,
and not just have to edit this. Well, technically, I don't have a schedule for this because I'm on a hiatus.
Yeah.
Because I'm on vacation right now.
This is like an Extravaganza.
Extravaganza episode, which doesn't have a number. We're just going to give it a name, like Norway Trip 2023.
Yeah.
Something like that.
Worst trip of my life.
And there is one funny phrase, though, that people need to learn when they go to Norway.
Oh, yeah. There are.
When they need to say goodbye at like a place, you buy something, you go to a gas station or a store, you buy something.
Or in a restaurant, or just if you meet someone nice and you're going to part ways.
Yeah. What do you say in Norwegian, Valen, when you part ways with a stranger?
A stranger and also a family member, a friend. You say it when you part ways with anyone, honestly.
All right.
That is ha det bra.
Ha det bra. And what when I first heard it, I was like, bruh. Like, had a bruh?
Had a bruh.
Yeah, you had a bruh.
Yeah, you had a bruh.
So that's an easy way to remember. If you see a guy, you want to leave, you say had a bruh. So that is, I think, also a good way to end the podcast, where you can say our goodbyes. If you guys still have anything else to add, small things, maybe say to the audience or whatever. Tell your mom you love her, or I don't know.
No, I think Valen had some questions.
No, we're not going to do another topic.
Skip
no,
that.
Yeah,
we're skipping.
We're
going
way
over time. Well, my closing words is Tortinha watches porn in public. Ha det bra.
Ha det bra.
Ha det bra. Peace out.